here?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, city staff. My name is Victor Gaucher. I'm Public Information Officer for Santa Clara County through Caltrans District 4. Even before we get started, we just want to let you know that Caltrans stands with the city, and our hearts and prayers go out to the community for what this beautiful city has been going through. So just want to acknowledge that first. We also want to thank you guys for allowing us to be guests and presenters tonight. We wanted to talk about the upcoming project on Highway 152. I've passed out a few copies of a part of my outreach plan. These mailers will be going out this week to all the local businesses and residents in the surrounding area near the project on 152. The project starts, it extends from the 101 all the way down to Santa Teresa Blvd and Gilroy. And a part of my outreach, what I love to do with touching the community, is not just send out emails to our stakeholders, our agency partners, police chiefs, the fire department. We also like to go out into the community and pass out any information that we can so that businesses can have something tangible to see what's coming up. So our project resident engineer, Gene Malonzo, is here. He has a staff that will be going out to canvass the community next week, as well as I'm mailing out close to 10,000 flyers to the community as well, to make sure that everyone is aware of what's going to be coming up in a few weeks. We also have Tanziba Kishwa here. She's our project manager. She's going to give a quick overview of what to expect. And if you have any questions, if we have a little bit of time, we'll take a few of the questions. But if not, I'll make sure to leave my contact information, my card, my cell phone number, email. Please feel free to call me. I'm constantly in Gilroy working with Faranock and also Rochelle, who's with the City of Gilroy, just making sure that we keep the relationship with Caltrans and Gilroy, positive. I'll pass it to Tanziba.
Thank you, Victor. So I'll give you a brief overview of the project, starting from project location, then a little bit of history of the project, and then I'll also talk about the scope of this project with some specific information on the construction activities that this project will have. So as Victor mentioned, this project limit is on Route 152 that extends from 0.3 mile west of Santa Teresa Blvd up to the junction between Leavesley Rd and Highway 101. So why do we have this project? The reason is during the storm of 2016, the state route between Santa Teresa and Highway 101 was damaged. And at that time, Caltrans had one emergency contract of $1 million, which temporarily fixed some of the pavement. And that job was completed during the September 2017. But that was a temporary fix. So that's why we are coming up to you with this project, where this project will permanently fix the stretch of Highway 152 between Santa Teresa and Highway 101. And this is a $14 million contract. And this is one of the first in the state to receive SB1 funding. So this project was our priority, and that's why we have also accelerated this project. The project design was completed in December 2018, and we already have a contractor on board, Granite Construction Company, and their contract was approved on June 2019, and they're ready to go. This slide shows some picture from 2017 emergency project. Again, that one was a temporary fix. So that's why we have this project, where this project scope will include the grind and pave of Highway 152 from Santa Teresa to Highway 101. So we are gonna remove the existing asphalt concrete 3-inch layer from the top, and then we are gonna overlay that with 0.1 feet HMA hot mix asphalt, and we are gonna top it up with 0.15 feet rubberized hot mix asphalt gap graded. And the reason we are going to use RHMA, which is rubberized hot mix asphalt gap graded, because that will give you a smooth ride quality, and since it's gap graded, it will have good drainage, and it will also give you a less noisy pavement. Not only that, in this project we will also upgrade ADA curb ramp, and we will also have new traffic signal system at 10 intersection. We'll also install activated pedestrian signal. And we will also improve the safety in your crosswalk, where we will have rectangular rapid flashing beacon. And not only that, as CT requested, so we are gonna, give you a designated bike lane. So we are gonna remove on-street parking from First Street, and we are gonna give you a continuation of the bike lane from Leavesley to Santa Teresa Blvd. This slide shows some specific information on the construction activities for this project. So our contractor is already on board, and they will start mobilizing from August 19th. And they will start with ADA curb ramp upgrade operation, and that will include some jackhammering. After they're done with that one, they will lower the utility cover on Highway 152, and then they will come with grinding and paving operation. Now, since we are using rubberized asphalt. Rubberized asphalt is very sensitive to the ambient temperature. So we'll try to finish this activity within this year, but in case the temperature drops down, and then, we cannot have paving, then we might need to go to the next year, but we'll have our, all our effort to finish this activity within this year. After they're done with paving, then they will adjust the utility cover. So this contract will have 140 working days, and for the construction activity, we'll have mostly nighttime work, nighttime closure, but sometimes contractor, they ask for daytime closure if they have it, so we'll review it, Caltrans will review it, and if it's approved, then they might have some daytime closure. And during all the lane closure, there will be one-way traffic control on the west side of the Santa Teresa. And from Santa Teresa to Highway 101, we will always have one lane open to traffic during lane closure. Now, with this construction project, there will be some noise, and then there will be some impact to traffic. But as Victor said, so we'll keep you informed regarding our closure and type of activity, so that we'll try our best to minimize the noise level down and to minimize the traffic impact to minimum level. So that was basically our presentation. So if you guys have any question.
Yes, so two thoughts here. First off, the flyer says construction to begin August 2019 and completed by winter 2020. I thought you had said that you were hoping that you would actually complete the entire project this year. Is that?
No, the paving of operation, the grind and pave, because it has many other scope. It's not only that. So we'll have some signal, improvement, and then like bike detector, then striping. So everything will be completed by next year. But the paving operation, we'll try to do it this year.
Okay. So the paving portion alone. So that phase of the project is what
Yes.
you're hoping to complete this year. Okay. Depending upon the weather.
Right.
Okay. And then, Victor, I know you're coordinating with city staff and you're in contact with city staff.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I would also like you to, if you don't mind, sharing your contact information with Mark Turner. He's the president of the Chamber of Commerce, and there's a lot of businesses there along First Street.
Definitely, thank you.
And I think that's all I have. Council, any other questions? Yes.
I hope this isn't too specific for tonight, but I'd like to confirm for the viewing public that one of the traffic signal intersection improvements that is planned is for protected turns all directions at First and Church Street. Can you answer to that now, or is that too detailed for what tonight's presentation is? I know the answer is yes. I've already looked into it, but I just want you guys to say it. Yeah, the signal, the traffic signal will be protected in all turn directions. Instead of, right now it's only protected along Church.
Okay, so since this is a CAPM project, basically we do the grind and pave. We don't add other things. Since we have been coordinating with city during our design phase, so city requested for that. So for that, we really need to have, signal operation study. We are still having it with the city, communicating with it. So wherever the existing was protected, we have it in the contract. But wherever there was no existing protected left turn, We asked city to provide us with signal operation study. We have received it last Friday, so we are reviewing it. So once we reviewed it, if we think it's okay to go, then we'll include it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Councilmember Leron Munoz.
Thank you. Just very briefly, this is great information that's going to be sent out to the community. I would just ask that you consider also information that can reach our non-English speaking residents as well. I'm sure you probably already considered that, but just want to make sure that's on your.
Definitely, yes. There'll be another flyer that'll be going out in Spanish, and as well through my email chain, working with Farnock and Rochelle as well, I'm going to be sending out bilingual as well.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then just real quick, so what is the total depth that you're going to be cutting into the pavement?
3 inch.
3 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
3
we'll
inches.
grind 3 inch, then 1 inch will be HMA, and then 2 inch will be RHMA.
Okay, and does 3 inches take you down to, I don't know what the technical term is, but the base rock underneath there, is that going to get
No,
like
no, not underneath.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, the section.
Uh-huh.
Accept Gene answer now.
Hello, my name is Jun Kang. I'm the Regional Project Manager for Santa Clara County. For the CAPMs, we have a limit to over 3 inches. However, if there's a lot of damage in a certain area, we do what we call dig outs. So we do go a little deeper for the areas that has a lot of damage. So there will be some repairs done. CAPM is, life is supposed to be the condition, bring the condition up to the service level that we would like, and rubberized AC is going to perform really well in this section. So I know you have concern the 3 inches not deep enough.
Well, I'm just concerned about that underlying layer that has been
Correct.
damaged
Subbase.
over the last
Correct.
however many years.
Correct.
That it's not as solid, and my concern, a layman's perspective.
Sure.
Is that you put on a new layer, new 3 inch layer, but the foundation below is still kind of
Correct.
iffy.
The sub-base repair is considered as dig outs.
Okay.
So we will have some dig outs in some locations, so your concern will be addressed.
Perfect, thank you. And then I know right now this is all the temporary fills that the construction out there is doing, but sometimes they'll fill an area and it still feels a lot like a pothole was created in this area.
Sure.
And I just need some sort of assurances that this thing is going to be as smooth as a baby's bottom, when this project is over. Is that right?
When we do a leveling course, that is specified as 1/10 of a feet.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they go deeper because of that reason. So as far as the riding quality is concerned, we will be having not as smooth as baby's bottom, but it'll be very good.
As long as that's your goal, thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can I also ask, are you coordinating with the current development on First Street near Santa Teresa? It would be a shame to fix that, and then as the developments get built, then have it all cut up again.
The city is doing that, yes.
You're
That's
hoping.
actually been one of, oops, sorry. Yes, we're working with the city on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Something that just came up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item up is the Gilroy Gardens presentation on its master plan Phase 1 proposed hillside development.
Mr. Mayor, we have a speaker card.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beth Sullivan.
Mayor, Council.
I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I've been in contact with Mr. Malonzo and Victor for about 3 months concerning the Hecker Pass corridor. So I want to bring up one issue tonight. It wasn't answered, so I'm going to ask if we can get an answer, and I'm hoping the council will support me in this. There's many issues I'm concerned about, but I'm going to, again, bring up just the one at this time, and then I can bring you up to speed in emails. The brush and the trees along Hecker Pass, we have a business along Hecker Pass, and the semi-trucks that travel there have been scraping those trees because the trees are low-hanging. It's not just the deodar cedars, but it's also the Quercus agrifolia, which is the live oaks. So I've been trying to get an answer from Caltrans as to when these trees will be pruned. So I'm not sure if I just understood if this section of that they just talked about is included, the section from Santa Teresa to Birchall Road.
No.
There's a section that the road needs paving. There's a lot of torn up road there. The brush is hanging in the road. Bicyclists have to come out onto the road. I'm sure you've all done it going west. And so I'm just asking council to please support me in talking with Caltrans to get these trees pruned sooner than later, because as winter comes, the rain will land on the branches and bring the weight of the trees lower this year. And I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of problems this winter if those trees are not pruned by winter time. The deodar cedars, they are protected. I'm just asking that they are pruned properly and maintained. I think Caltrans has a poor history of maintenance on their roadways and their trees, and if you look around driving the highways, also on their signage. So I'm just hoping that Caltrans will step up and make our city a safer place.
Ma'am, your name again?
Beth Sullivan.
Beth, so this is the pavement project for Santa Teresa, starting at Santa Teresa First Street and then heading east all the way to 101.
Right.
So it does not include your
Correct.
section.
Correct.
However, the council has heard your concerns, and I guess I would just ask Caltrans, your public information office, if you guys could just touch base and then put Beth in contact with the right division, if you will, for Caltrans.
Yeah, I've been in contact with Victor
Okay.
almost weekly.
Okay.
So he knows me, but he hasn't met me yet,
Okay.
so. Nice to meet you, Victor.
All right. Did you have something you wanted to say, ma'am?
So actually, I'm the branch chief for public affairs for this district.
Okay.
And I just wanted to let her know, it is Raquel, yes. I'm Raquel Johnson, branch chief for District 4 Public Affairs for Santa Clara County. We definitely can keep her, and I believe that Victor's already been in contact with our maintenance units. Our maintenance units also handle the roadways, also doing landscape, also doing our unhoused communities as well. So we definitely understand that they're putting this on their list, but it's about prioritizing what we can do and also about when particular things can be done in regards to landscaping. So we'll continue to work with her and address this concern.
Great, thank you. And if you could just let her know when you think that might happen.
Yes, we'll continue to provide that information to her.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.